All right, I'm going to talk briefly about Kelway Chamomile. This is something I put in. What I try to do when I go through my garden rows is halfway down them, I split them with flowers. That just helps me measure. It puts something to attract pollinators halfway down. So bees, which are absolutely destroying the anise hyssop I talk about in a different video. Not destroying, just extremely busy on it always. It attracts pollinators halfway down the rows, so they will hit the flowers and pollinate the vegetables and such that I'm actually trying to grow in the garden, along with lots of pretty flowers. So on Kelway Chamomile, they grow extremely easy. This is year 2 for these clumps. Here's a clump, all the yellow there is just a few clumps of chamomile, and there's one down at that end. Let me see if I can zoom in. All that yellow is chamomile. And what happened is I just planted several plants, like one here, one here, one here, one here. I don't remember what the spacing was on them, but last year they kind of stayed where they were supposed to. They kind of leaned out into the garden path a little bit. And this year they have absolutely just out into the path, all over the place. I mean, I'm supposed to be able to walk through there, and I can. It's just pretty snaky. Kind of hard to get through here. I don't like stepping blind because we have just quite a few copperheads on this property. And so I try to always know where I'm stepping. But blooms like crazy, does great, absolutely carefree growing, except it flops out all over the place where I don't want it to. But not attractive to the pollinators. I mean, I've seen a few bees earlier in the year when the flowers were fresher. I mean, I've seen a few bees here and there working them a little bit. But, I mean, it's absolutely nothing like whenever the echinaceas get going. There are some bees that begin to really hit it. And then whenever the anise hyssop comes in, I mean, they leave most everything else for the most part and just flock to it for months. And so it's might be worth growing. Because of how it's acting this year, and you can see what it's done at the base of the clumps, it's just flopping out everywhere. I might pull these out and replace it with something more pollinator friendly that's also carefree, like some more hyssop from seed. I might put some more echinaceas in just because they're a pop of beauty, along with being beneficial for pollinators. They hold their blooms for just quite a while, and have been growing really well. They tend to flop less into the path, is something that's also attractive for what I'm doing right here with these. So might be worth growing. I might just not like them where they're at. But lots of yellow, lots of pretty blossoms, lots of chamomile if you're into chamomile. I am not a fan of chamomile tea at all. Tried it a few times. Fresh from the garden, and just totally not worth it for me. It tastes like grass water. Maybe I don't know what I'm doing, but might be worth growing. Probably not right here in my garden, though. That's the consensus for now.